Hi folks, I'm back with another video and I am definitely feeling a lot better than I did earlier. I actually had to replenish my electrolytes because when you get sick and you do the stuff that is the byproduct of being sick, you have to replace your electrolytes. And I also ate something, so that is always a good thing in itself. You're eating something, you're replacing your fluids, you're being good, and yes, this is still there. It's still Monday, and it's still here. So anyways, so I told you guys that I was going to do a review of this book once I am done with it. I finished this book like 2 hours ago, and this is actually the last leg before I return it back to the library so the next person who wants it can get it. So yeah. Also, I want to add one more thing. I finally got Mr. Monday. It was great. I finally got Mr. Monday. So I went ahead and put Grim Tuesday on my list. So I'm going to be getting a really good book haul, and like half of them are books that take back, less than half of them are books I've already read, so they're going to join the pile of books that have already been delivered. So that delivery officially makes all the books that I purchased with my first paycheck. I have all of the books that I purchased with my second paycheck, so now I'm caught up. So I'm very happy about that. Next week, I will definitely, this week I'm going to go ahead and get the second book in the, I think it's like the Sherlock mystery thing. I am not actually going to purchase any of the books physically, even though I love the series. I'm like halfway through the first book, and so I'm really enjoying it, but I will not be getting it as a physical edition. None of the books from her I will be getting as physical copies because I start a series on digital and I always get it on digital. I will, however, say that a Maggie Day book series that I have started on as digital, I do have a physical edition, which means now I gotta get them as physical books. I hate that, but yeah. That is it. So yeah. Anyways, after the review, I will be telling you about what I'm planning on to do with this room, as a fantasy lover and all that. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and put my glasses back on, because I have to do that. Alright. Alright. So the review is the Grimoire Grammar School Parent-Teacher Association by Caitlin Rozakis. Sorry, I am mispronouncing the name of it. This is an adult fantasy book. It's a cozy fantasy book. Alright, so the biggest trope in this book is the magical school trope. Yep, the same trope that made Harry Potter famous, that, that had been around for The Worst Witch, even your like university, magical university institutes that are like, what was it, from the Magicians, from the Zodiac Academy, Fourth Wing, all that. Anything that any type of school that has a kind of magical aspect to it is all part of the magical school trope. But as everyone knows, Harry Potter really put magical schools on the map. Yes, I know, Switch was out way before Harry Potter, but if you talk about magical schools, they will always talk about Harry Potter. Anyways, so this is about a family. Vivian is the mother, Daniel's the father, and Arya, I believe that's how you pronounce her name, is the daughter. The daughter gets bitten by a werewolf that has severe mental issues. And what happens is the pack invites them to live in this town that is home to like nymphs and elves and unicorns and, let's see here, sulkies, vampires, several werewolf packs, both forward thinking and backward thinking. And what's going on with Arya is that she's having a hard time controlling her transformations. So in this world, unlike in, say, books like Harry Potter or the Dresden Files, werewolves are, and everyone knows they're in the fantasy realm, they're called shifters. They can shift from human to wolf like without any problem. Arya has problems shifting. So yes, she turns into a werewolf during the full moon, but she can also change into one at any time. That is if she can control that ability. So in this world, werewolves are considered magical, and so they have to go to their own school. Here's the thing. They gotta take, them and everyone else has to take tests to get into the next level. So Arya is allowed admittance into the Grimoire grammar school, and Vivian and Daniel have to navigate the treacherous waters of the Parent-Teacher Association. Vivian tries to be popular with all of the mages and the bird parents and the sulkies and the vampires and the enchantresses. Yeah, basically, not only is she going to a magical school to learn how to do magic, but the parents are kind of learning magic themselves, which is a really interesting thing. Just like in the Harry Potter universe, people that do not have magical abilities is known as mundanes. So there's that from it. Arya has this little stuffed rabbit that she's literally destroyed, that mommy sews, because she can't live without her little stuffed bunny. Daniel goes and makes sure that if his daughter stays in the basement and is a good little werewolf, he will get her a rabbit. Well, he gives her a rabbit and she eats it. She has to, Vivian has to figure out the proper ceremonial, like, ritual dagger. And there is literally in every chapter, right before, like, above it, you have, let me see, I can find it. Let's see here. Okay, here's one. September 5th, 10:04 a.m. Thank you for joining Minder, the official Grimoire Grammar School notification system. These notifications will help you stay on top of school closings, event reminders, and other important information about your child's class. We look forward to a great year. Reply to... Okay. Then we got one for chapter... Hold on. Trying to get to it. It's like it won't let me do it. It says here on chapter 20, Congrats to all our rising first and fourth graders. We can't wait to see you again next year. Looking forward to seeing everyone at the end of the year picnic. Remember, we still got slots left for the Grimoire Grammar School summer school program, including aquatic adventures, urban adventurers, and underworld adventurers. Um, okay, it says here, the next Parent Advisory Council meeting will be taking place in the school cafeteria instead of the teacher's lounge, and then changed it about 2 minutes later. Apologies for the change. The next Parental Advisory Council meeting will be taking place on Zoom instead of the school cafeteria. The last one, we promise the PAC meeting will be taking place in an interdimensional vortex. You'll receive an embossed invitation 38 minutes before the beginning of the meeting. Don't forget to bring blood offering for Zariskar the Restless. Okay. The only thing I do not like about this one, oh, do you have a school t-shirt yet? How about a cape, flagon, virgin, oh god, so beeswax candle, or golf umbrella in Grimoire Grammar School colors? Stop by the school spirit shop this afternoon, where 8th graders will be selling merchandise to support their end of the year trip to Transylvania. Seriously, you got children that are, no. This semester we're pleased to offer a new hot lunch option for families who wish to purchase lunch for their children. We can support a number of dietary needs, including vegetarian, vegan, raw meat only, liquid only, kosher, blood-based, gluten-free, on and on. But probably the funniest one, I hope I can get to this. This is hilarious. I'm sure we can find it. Has to deal with raising the dead. We hope everyone has a meaningful winter break in whatever way feels personal to you. Sign-ups go live tomorrow for parent-teacher conferences. Please note that slots are first come, first served and tend to fill up quickly. A reminder that hexing other parents' phones to protect your preferred slot, no matter how minor the hex, is strictly forbidden. Trying to get the font size back to normal. All right. So yes, it is a hilarious book. Anyways, yeah. So there was a chapter where the top part was about, hey, if your child is doing a necromancy project, please be informed that that is not that is against the rules. It was hilarious. But anyways, so you got the parents that are doing this, and there is bullying in the book. Apparently, for a lot of the kids, Arya has stolen being a shifter, and the pack that is the pack that had the brother who had a mental issue. He was killed by his own pack because of what he did. Um, they invite the family to join the pack as a way of protecting them from what they know is going on. And I really like that about the family that had the deranged member that did this, because it's like, yeah, we're going to protect you from these assholes that think that you are a danger to our little community. Um, so that's what exactly happens. And also, there is people that are in the PTA that literally views, you know, this family as like being outsiders coming into their community. They don't like it, even though the Shadow Council, is it Dark Council or Shadow Council? One of the two, allowed them to come in. They were given full permission to get their place to live and all that. They have to live in a house because of the nature of Aura's condition. She has to be in a basement away from other people. Also, in this one, you have a unicorn, which Arya gets really excited about. She's allowed to be on the unicorn, and for a little girl who's 5 years old that still believes in Santa Claus and unicorns, the fact that she actually gets to be on top of one is something that she is overly excited about. There's a lot of pressure with this family, not just with with the mother trying to fit in and trying to be a member of the PTA, trying to balance having a daughter that is a werewolf to this, like, being around, these mages. I mean, her and her husband are extremely open-minded. She also has a little adventure with a hellhound. Discovers you do not need a magical ability to climb a tree when there's hellhounds coming for you. I thought this book was really great. I like the idea of, like, so basically, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna add this to it. One of the things that happens in it is known as the chosen one trope, which a lot of people don't like. And it actually gets manipulated to where it is this boy that supposedly has the ability to stop this event called the Reckoning, and we all find out that it's all been this thing's been manufactured to look like the Reckoning. And also she tells her daughter that that sometimes heroes can be cast as villains, and it's all designed to do two things. One, to get this kid Roy into this really exclusive magical school, and also to make Arya and her parents look really bad. They want this family out of their little town. So there's a lot of, like, there's hints of, like, superiority and, like, oh, I'm better than you are because I was born a sulky, or I'm better than you are because I was born this way or that way. Weirdly enough, the only person that actually is her actual friend is a vampire, because he got turned into one. So he knows what the family is going through. Anyways, loved this book so much. The funniest moment in the whole book was when Daniel says, oh, so are they going to say that the unicorn hoodie was culturally offensive? I stopped laughing for 20 minutes. It was too fucking loved it so much. So I gave this book 5 stars because it automatically hooks up to my Goodreads. But I went ahead and gave it 5 stars because I really did enjoy this book a lot. In fact, I'm actually going to get it off of Amazon this week. So, yay. It's a little, like, cozy fantasy book. This is the first cozy fantasy book that I have read, I have actually enjoyed. It's all about parents trying to fit into a new community, the drama that comes with it, the WhatsApp moms that are obsessed with being on WhatsApp. There's a comment that she makes about how every time that she hears that chime, she wants to throw her phone into the sun. Hilarious. There's ghosts there that are very aware of, like, cell phone cameras because they come around every year. Absolutely thought this book was so good. I really hope and pray that we get a sequel to this book because I will be buying it. So yeah, so the Grimoire Grammar School Parent-Teacher Association, where parents have to shop for the potion to help their child's lycanthropy, and the drama that goes along with all the other stuff. Anyways, yeah, so absolutely loved it, and I will say this: if Broken Binding releases a special edition of this book, I'm getting it. I've never wanted a special edition of anything. I want it. If they come out with a Broken Binding edition, I really freaking want it. Anyways, yeah. So now that I am done with, being unemployed, I am going to be once again back building up my fantasy library. I'm still doing the horror, don't worry guys, but my horror books are actually in the living room and they're actually on a metal thing I bought like 2 years ago. So I'm going to be using that just for my horror books. Once I have all of my horror books on there, that will be it for that. I'm taking all of my cozy mysteries and I'm gonna get a lower thing and I'm gonna put it there. So I'm going to be doing that. I did find something over there at Myers, but I'm going to have to, I'm probably just going to have to order it off of Amazon because I really doubt that the driver will show up with a vehicle that I can actually transport this thing in. So I'm just going to have to go through Amazon to do that. But it's all going to be lower, and basically it's going to be underneath the window, so that that way it's not intruding. So yeah, so all those books will end up there, and yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Anyways, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.